Okay, boys and girls, so here's a roll with the great Nicky Ryan, Gordon Ryan's brother, the young phenom, came into the gym. This is our competition training, and this was supposed to be kind of a full speed round, but I wasn't really sure. I mean, you got to always respect the black belts. You don't want to come in and just fucking go crazy, especially when people are recording. So I wasn't really sure the pace he was wanting to go at, so I kind of just went off his feel. I know he's coming back from that ACL surgery, so I don't want to just go and freak out. So let's see what happens in this role with the great Nicky Ryan, who's looking thick, looking thick. He told me at one point after his surgery, he got to 205 light heavyweight division. So let's see. Here we go. So we tie up. I know Nicky's a good wrestler. I know he's a good guard passer. I know he's a good guard. So it's tying up. Just figured let's just kind of play around, flow around, and feel the skills a little bit. So he goes duck under. I go Kimura trap. Roll him through into a Kimura trap. Classic, take the back, come up, maybe hit a knee cut, just like this. He turtles, stay behind the armpits. He goes fat man roll. We go to hit up and hit a squid guard, switch my feet. Now this is a position that's a pretty common position that people can take away from here. When you go squid guard, it's almost like a truck position, they call it, in a berimbolo position. But watch my right foot. Watch how my right foot, because this is a 50-50 position here. We're both fighting for the same thing, but my right foot pushing my heel to the mat is a good way to really win this position almost every time. Instead of just driving my legs to the mat or figure four my legs, taking my right foot, driving my left foot to the mat helps really drive him, make him do a backward roll and take the back. We take the back, seat belt. He gets on top, I go butterflies. Steps over, got two hands underneath, wrestle up into a single leg, to the double leg, butterflies, enters the leg. This is pretty slick stuff where he goes from here, where he takes the back, stuff from the back. I turn into him, go for an underhook, he blocks it. I go Kimura again, so we'll go Kimura again. Let's see how he gets out of this here. He's almost looking to put me in the truck position and expose my back still. So he exposes the back. Chin tucked. So I don't mind putting myself in this crucifix. You got to be careful putting yourself in this crucifix with good people, though. Good people on this back crucifix are so good here. I don't mind getting in this back crucifix and kind of scrating scrambles. And one of my favorite things to do when I am in a back crucifix, someone's on my back in the crucifix, is flatten my back out, build up onto them, and if they let me, backflip. Good people will follow you, but if I backflip, pop my head out, or pop my arm out, then I'm going to win the position. So we go butterflies. I got a right underhook. I'm looking to knee cut. Knee cut over the top. He pops his head out. Kind of back to this honey hole, or like a honey hole position, Josh Cisneros calls it, from the Kimura trap, half guard. But he goes underneath again, exposes the old heel, the old Achilles. Making sure when someone's grabbing your foot in a foot lock that your foot's already flexed, a straight foot lock, your foot's already flexed, and you're looking to get that foot flat on the mat. If you get that foot flat on the mat in a straight foot lock, they're not going to be able to foot lock you through the mat. That's some good defense. So we go 50-50. He enters the legs again. 50-50 again. I'm trying to put my knee down and bait him to this knee bar that I like to do, but he inverts all the way through. I miss. Now we go snap front headlock. Front headlock. I'm going that modified high elbow. He blocks it. Underhook wrist. Now we're just hand fighting. Hand fighting, going through the motion. I know how it is when you go into a gym too. You go into a gym and people that they're wanting to make their name off you. They're wanting to fucking kill you. So being ready to go. So I just don't want to be a real douche. A real douche like that. Okay, so I go underhook, wrist control. He pops his head up. I shoot double. Over under again. This underhook wrist, I really like this tie up. So much can come from it. Single legs, high crotches, snap downs. He goes duck. Goes down to a high crotch. I turn it into a switch. Old high school wrestling switch. like this position, into a guillotine. And this is one thing he showed me that I really liked. And it's how J-Rod escaped my guillotine when we competed in the ADCC trials. Because usually I get people in this high elbow guillotine, and I'm like, there's no escape. Sorry, there's no escape. I get it. It's checkmate usually. But the way he slipped out of it, I was like, how the fuck are these guys doing it? Are they just getting their butt underneath them? So I asked Nicky Ryan after, how are you guys popping out of this guillotine? And he says, the same thing you do in a front headlock in the wrestling. I switch my ears, but you're doing the same thing when you're in the guillotine. You're trying to switch your ear, get your butt underneath, get your butt underneath you, not underneath you, but pop your butt up and then switch ears and you pop out of the guillotine. That was a nice detail. Just like I told Sean, Nicky also helped us on some great details from the buggy choke and this guillotine position. So having someone out like that and learning at least one or two things makes the whole trip worth it. Who is it? Good God. Hello. Wrong number, not interested. Boys, your number and other personal data could be leaked online right now. Data brokers take your personal information, compile it, and sell it to the highest bidder, all without your consent. Legally, they have to remove your information if you ask, but it's difficult to do. For that reason, I'm really excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura is an identity protection service, and they do the hard work of removing your information for you. They find your leaked information online and they delete it. Aura detects and lets you know when someone is trying to steal your personal information online, and they stop it. I've tried other services in the past, and Aura is the best because it's all on one platform. So boys, if you're worried about your data being stolen, Aura has a great deal for you. Go to aura.com/Tim Welch to get a 14-day free trial and see if any of your data has been exposed. Now let's get back to the breakdown. So here he pops out. I go underneath him, classic X guard. Try to expose the back. So we get the back, X guard. He Granbies. I let go of the Granby and follow him. Again, I learned this from Benson Henderson. Benson Henderson used to Granby me all the time. Anytime I got to his back, anytime I'd lift him and try to mat return him, he'd Granby. So I'm like, I'm losing the scramble every time he fucking Granbies when I get to the back. It's pissing me off. So when you know someone's going to Granby, you can just let go of them, and then follow them. And then you end up back in the same position. So that's a nice little tip when someone's always Granbying or Granbying real hard. Let go, follow them around, get to the same position. So he goes fat man roll again. End up in this squid guard position. I knew he was going to be good in this squid guard position just because Craig Jones is a master at it. We go truck again. And again, look at my right foot pushing down my heel in this truck position. I can push it to the mat, but he slips his shin free. Which is pretty nice there. That was pretty slick. I go Kimura again. Looking to sneak in my butterfly once I can here. There's my butterfly. That's important on the Kimuras on the butterfly. If you don't have that butterfly or something stopping them, they're just going to wrap around your head and armbar you. So that butterfly's stopping him. So if he tries to wrap around my head, I'm able to elevate it with that right butterfly. Bait. We're in the Kimura trap position again. Let go of it just to keep her moving. Headlock, guillotine. Switches his ear. Now we're back to hand fighting. Level changes, seeing what I can open up, seeing if I can get myself into a shot here. I know Nicky's really good at duck unders and stuff. I've watched a lot of the B team videos, and he's good at ducks. So he goes underhook wrist, he ducks the far side. I go Kimura trap, and with these good black belts, when you have a Kimura trap, good black belt, they're probably going to shut it down. I mean, Kimura, when they're on your back and you have a Kimura, you sit, they float towards the Kimura and they shut it down. So let go, fight hands. And go knee pick. I like this little knee pick here too. So you go a cross grip get up. My left hand is going to cut back to his far under armpit, and my right hand is going to pick his knee. So it's almost setting him up for this knee pick. So watch, the left hand goes to the armpit, knee pick, run through. He goes into a reverse X here. Reverse X. I'm trying to clear my knee, backstep, and berimbolo him. Again, this is a good one to drill from single leg X. You got to make sure though that you free your knee. When someone reaps you, you have to push down my bottom leg. So you can't see it here, but my right hand's pushing down his bottom leg to make sure my knee pops out. If my knee's in there, he's going to be able to heel hook me. So I pop my knee out, back step to my thighs on him, and then hit a forward roll just to expose the back. Go to a Darce choke here. And then we're back out. Back out, just hand fighting, getting some level changes going. He goes inside trip, front headlock, and he does the same thing they do. Switching his ear. I love that detail that I learned from him. Goes leg drag, passes my guard, exposes my back. And this is one Taquinho taught me. This is a good one here too. This is when someone has a single hook. A single hook, it's hard for me to flatten my back out to the mat like a normal back escape. So my left hand's going to grab deep on his tricep. Deep on his tricep. So when I go to turtle or I keep rolling, watch my right arm pulls back to an underhook. And he can't follow me up because my left hand has his tricep. Boom, and then end up in one of my favorite positions here in a good half guard. Half guard. Make some space. Pulling himself underneath here. Again, he's got a good bite on my ankle, but I'm making sure to keep it flat. Back step to an underhook. High elbow, and I know I'm not going to probably sub him here, but maybe I can sweep him to his side. But this little defense that they do, like I said, getting their hips up in the air, switch the ear. I love that. So he's up. I pull myself underneath, go X guard. Instead, I try to thread my legs through. We go 50-50, see if I can expose his heel, but he's protecting his heel right away. That's pretty nice. His left foot's pinching on his heel, so I can't expose his heel from 50-50. He starts pummeling in. Gets a good bite on my ankle, making sure that ankle's flexed. And look at the way I'm in 50-50 that I'm pointing my toes. If you point your toes the other way, they're going to heel hook you. But you got to notice when you're in 50-50, pointing your toes the right way. I'm actually trying to kind of clear my knee so I'm not in any danger of the heel hook. And that's it. So, I mean, great to have Nicky here to flow around with him. Like I said, anytime you get a chance to go with a black belt at that level, that's at the highest level. We got 2 good tips from him, and that made the whole thing worth it. 2 good tips that's going to help us just get better and improve. But great to have him in the room, and we have the Red Hawk recap coming out soon, and you guys will enjoy. So on to the next. Love y'all. Bye bye.